Yes, Emma, tell us a bit about you and your work.
Yeah, I'm an associate director at the Susanna Wesley Foundation, and we're based at the University of Roehampton. A lot of my background is in education, theology, and linguistics. And my recent project on menopause started mainly because I was in perimenopause and was looking for resources, as so many of us do. And I was in a position to not find any, like everybody else, and or barely any. So this was about 2022, I think, and also in a position to sort of do something about it. So I started a research project. I did some interviews that were fascinating and led me in a lot of different directions. Just wanted an opportunity to share that. I've done an online course, but I think with something this embodied, it's really helpful to be able to do something that's in person. And I also wanted to do it with someone else because everyone's story is unique. And so the more voices you have facilitating that space, I think, the better. What about you? What's your background and your interest in this course?
Sure. Well, I'm a woman in her perimenopause for a start. So, on a personal level, I'm experiencing grappling with this and talking to other people who are experiencing or have experienced perimenopause. In terms of my work, I've worked in education with young people. I was a teacher. I set up a alternative educational space because I'm fascinated with how we learn and particularly how people learn who don't fit the mainstream environment. I'm rooted in the Christian tradition and have worked for different churches over the course of my career. I currently work providing space for people to land who are going through a faith shift or a faith deconstruction or rethinking or embracing questions and doubts in an inherited faith. So I'm really fascinated with how we discern through life what is real, what still matters, what is true for us now, plus processing grief and loss, alongside reimagining what our lives and faith could look like in light of the changes in our theology or our experience, and for some of us, trauma. Yeah, I work in a kind of, I guess, it's a liminal space, if you will. And I love the mystics and the mystical traditions within Christianity, but I love learning from other wisdom traditions as well. I particularly love creating meaningful connection with ourselves, with our own souls, rediscovering our truth of who we are, but also with the season and with the wild. I love drawing on my kind of Celtic inheritance alongside my rooted kind of Christian mystical contemplative understanding. So yeah.
Yeah. Well, I think
Yeah.
that's why I was really keen to work with you on this because there's so many parallels there with that time of perimenopause, aren't there? Of
Yeah.
like this is a change and a shift. So I think your background in facilitating those spaces is really exciting to have.